Dun, 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 dun,
We
dun,
got an onslaught on the bitch. We're here, everybody, and THROWBACK.com. Welcome, everybody, to the Copious Notes release.
So we're only going with one?
It's time to kick it off. Hey, yo, J-Jerk, kick it off.
One time.
It's time to kick it off. On that cotton, go kick it off.
Two times. It's time to kick it off. Big trucks gon' kick it off.
3 times. Y'all suck. And we been the boss. You want dope, we gon' break you off. Cause it's time.
Yo, the BDC is back and yo, it's how we dropping rhymes. We could wait another year, but we would still be on time. Because you know that when the boys are on the mic, that we ain't backing down. Now that's how we should have started this motherfucking show, yo.
It's April 1st, baby. Boom.
This ain't no
But
joke.
there ain't no goddamn jokes here tonight, y'all. This is the
Man.
day. This is Big Dirty Cotton release. Copious Notes is out. It is on every streaming outlet. It's on my fucking chest. Trox is wearing it. Cotton, I don't know what happened to his shirt.
It's on Spotify. It's on
My name is
Apple
taken by
Music.
me.
What?
It's
gets
on
it?
Amazon,
What I'm trying to say
Deezer.
is you can get this shit everywhere. It is the day of. I hope you guys have listened. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have been bumping it. Some of you, our Patreon subscribers, have been listening to it for like a full week now.
Yeah, we
I've
appreciate
got
it.
nothing but love, y'all. It's so dope. It's finally out. It took us forever.
Should
I'm
I put
super
that boy
excited.
on in the background, or what do you,
Well,
what do you guys
yeah,
think?
let's hear a
Wanna-
little bit of
wanna
that big
bump some
dirty
of that?
cotton, y'all. And I want to
ahead,
hear from
start
you
it up.
guys, what you guys have heard, what you guys like about the record, I don't want to hear what you don't like, because that would be weird. But I just want to
I
hear
would
your
love to
good
hear what you
positive
don't like.
views. I would too. Hell yeah, man. What's up, Laney?
Shouts out.
Is that too loud?
that
I can't judge it. I can't judge
You
it.
could you could turn it down a skosh.
I will tell you, I love. We were gonna just start. You know,
Yeah.
hell yeah,
you
man.
can turn it down a skosh. Just a
What
little
I
bit.
was gonna say is I got to watch people listen to the intro today. They put on the record at work,
Hell yeah.
and like 4 or 5 people, and the intro came on, and it was hilarious. What's up, yo? Because the intro is like that that fucking annoying ass alarm,
Mhm.
and the concept there, as we've discussed, is it's time. BDC is back, so you need an alarm to wake your bitch ass up.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
I watched everybody turn it on. All of a sudden, everyone's like, "What the fuck is that noise? That is awful. What is that?" And I'm like, "That's an attention get. That's a hook, baby."
Hell yeah.
That's what
Like,
that is.
and it literally got everybody. And I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
He
And
said,
they're like,
Trox,
"That's the-"
when are we going to see the new record hung in the background? As soon as they get here. And
Yeah.
I know that you ordered some shit, and it's coming your way as well. We got some production delays, as is tradition, and the digital is now available today. The physicals will be very, 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 very soon.
The problem is the ports don't have enough longshoremen right now. So we're still waiting on the
Ringmaster.
longshoremen to get to the
Master in the
ports.
place.
And as soon as they get there, we're good. And then we'll get all the boats emptied off.
The
And
bottom
we'll
line
get
is
the
you can
vinyls
order
out.
your record, your vinyl, and your CD of Copious Notes right now at scrubhop.com. No, they have not shipped because they have not officially hit our hands yet. But as soon as they do, they will be going back out to you guys. But yeah, you can get that, like I said, scrubhop.com. This is a
real.
fucking banger. This is a banger. I'm so
I
excited.
can't
fun
wait
one.
till it's hanging behind me. It's
And
my
that's
favorite
exactly right. It will be hanging behind all of us, except
I've
Cotton.
heard you say that about Jay so many times, Big Tracks.
I love hanging him behind me because he's
Your
behind
boy's
me.
rocking a bun. It's the full pulled back era. We're in full effect. You know what I'm talking about. I also I got some wicked acne on the forehead. It's coming in strong. There's nothing I can do about it. I put a facial scrub on there today. But we're here to talk about the record. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
not your
I
vaginal
gotta say,
face
guys,
herpes.
I am so not used to having music playing while we're talking. It is fucking distracting as shit for me.
Well, why
Like,
don't you turn it down for now?
Yeah, turn it all the way down. We can play a little bit of a song and then talk
We'll
about it.
discuss
We can
the
do something
track,
like that.
We'll talk about it a little
I'm like-
bit. We'll play a
I'm
little
sitting here
clip
trying to
clip.
talk to you boys like we're having an episode of Scrub Hop talking. I'm like, all I can hear is myself rapping. This is
Yeah,
fucking
no.
crazy.
Touché.
But that track in particular, you were just playing It's Time, and you were talking about that whole intro of it. To pull the curtain back a little bit on that. Listen, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. It's fine.
This is a curtain pulling episode, so let's go.
We're pulling it all the way back. that was
that
something
curtain.
that even just getting the right effect on that, even though it was something that happened very recently, that was one of the times that we ended up having to go back and forth with our dude a little bit more than normal, trying to figure out what exactly
Now-
sounded right for that intro to, because we knew this is what's going to be setting off the whole album.
Yep.
How it needs to sound a very specific way, and we were close with the first couple iterations.
And
but
it's an
quite
intro
there.
skit that's not its own intro skit. Like it
Exactly.
totally works. It's so dope, man.
And so I want to get
Calm
into
down,
this, but
calm
you
down,
guys,
take your thoughts.
you want to get a little drink first? Should we get a drink?
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Already
That's
got
fair.
one.
I did
Go ahead.
All right.
get something for tonight, and I want
Hey,
to.
careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
We got.
I'm gonna cleanse my palate real quick with this Bud Light, but I got something good.
Grub Hop Talk.
Big Trucks and I don't even have anything to pour, I don't think, because we're already poured, but I'll just show you guys mine. This
Show it
is
off.
a New Belgium Voodoo Ranger, a Juice Force IPA. Hazy Imperial.
You
know what I'm
almost
talking
did a
about?
good job showing off the can that time. I like that.
This isn't bad. Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
better.
pretty
That's
good.
better.
That's
There
pretty
we
good.
go. There we go. Got rid of that glare. It's delicious. I've already had a couple sips.
Mine for you this week is one that I drank on a show probably a little over 2 months ago, but I saved the rest of it for tonight, specifically for tonight. This is my Maker's Mark 2021 limited release bottle of whiskey. I have not touched this since that night that I drank it on the show, and I've just been waiting for the release, baby. So I'm going to enjoy a little bit of whiskey. Maker's Mark
We're gonna
limited
get
edition.
saucy tonight, folks. That's what
We're going.
Trox is getting lit. Wait till the last track.
Woo!
And I've got a Founder's Breakfast Stout. It is a double chocolate
hell yeah,
oatmeal stout.
Ooh, that sounds delightful.
That
I
really
went
does
into the
sound
liquor
good.
store literally like, I'm gonna find a chocolate beer I've never had, and they had like 3 different ones, and this looked pretty promising, so that's what I grabbed.
Man.
I just poured it while you guys were talking. It's dark as fuck. Looks like
that
some
looks
Guinness.
delicious.
So yes, if you're just joining us for this online release party of Copious Notes, mad appreciation. Every week on Scrub Hop Talk, we do a little careful. There's a beverage here, man. We have a drink. We toast to y'all for watching. So thank you guys for joining us. BDC, cheers to this new record, y'all. What's up, Tracy? Have a drink in our honor, because that's conceited. But that's why we're here tonight.
That's what
Johnny
we're here
Doc?
for. We're here to have a beverage. We're here to talk some shit like we normally.
Oh man, that's orgasmic.
So, drinking Jim Beam and a twisted tea. That's what's
up, man.
Fam.
Yeah, like, we don't ever do this
fisting.
on Friday night where everybody out there's drinking. It's always like, hey, it's Sunday and you work tomorrow. Get drunk with us. So this is dope.
Maker's Mark, that Kentucky whiskey. You know what I'm saying? Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, barrel finished with 10 virgin oak staves.
Oh man, fully turgid.
I don't want to deviate, but it is not time to talk about alcohol anymore.
It's
time to get
talk
back
about
into the
Copious
goddamn
Notes.
record. Copious.
That's true. That's true.
So I want to, where
That's
I was
why
about
we're
to start going on that
Yeah.
before I decided that it was time for a beverage. Oh, and
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
Yay!
obligatory. Sorry. I wanted to say that the original. So I came up with that song at first. I threw together the hook and my verse and I sent it over to these gentlemen, and then they laced it up something fucking proper. Jay came up with the idea to have us alternating on the intro and on the hook to have it like and it sounds fucking perfect. Initially that was all me and it just didn't sound right, and Jay came in there and he's like, no, we're gonna do it and
but you wrote it for your hook. It was super dope. Look at us, like no, I know I did something, but you were good too. You're pretty. He's gonna ask
you're
you
so pretty.
He's gonna
You're
ask
both
you to
pretty.
the dance. Thank you.
Even though she said, I'll get drunk with you on Sunday too. Bet.
You literally have the word lush in your name. We know.
No, so what I was going to say was Jay then put together because we decided right after the song was done, we're like, this is the intro to the record, right? It's time.
One of the last songs we wrote, but then it became the intro.
It was like the second to last song I think that we wrote for this record, and we're like, that's the intro. It just fits, and we're making that the intro. So Jay decided to come up with this intro idea, and he sends us the idea it's the clock, right, that starts beeping, and then it's the sound of a yawn, and then what sounds like either a pig or a human getting butchered with a machete.
And I pictured it like a Men in Black noise, like if he was gonna like step on like an alien,
Yeah,
it was like squish.
it was like quick.
It didn't work, but the idea it worked for the place setter. But yeah, it was really weird at first.
The idea was perfect.
Yeah.
The idea was perfect. DK schooled it when he dropped the Yeehaw Classic.
Fuck yeah, he did.
I really enjoyed DK's verse. He fucking.
We will definitely get there.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
So I just wanted to we got that verse, and all three of us were like, "This song is the shit." But
Yeah,
we got and then it already had the grandfather clock outro that we're like, "Man, this is fucking perfect."
No, it
it's
didn't.
gonna go. Your original? I thought the original did that you sent.
Oh,
us.
that I did. I said that wasn't on the beat. I put that on.
No.
Yeah,
That was it. You sent to us. Is hey, here's my idea for the finished song. And so it had the grandfather clock on there, and I'll let you take it from there, Jay.
Well, no, I was just gonna say the reason that particular exact clock tone, and this is a super deep my family cut, but that was the tone my grandmother's house played when her old school clock or her doorbell would ring, was that exact thing. And I used to be able to do it on the little thing. I could make it, and I'm literally remembering where the things were. So yeah, that was definitely oh yeah, this clock thing's gonna work. I'm getting that thing there because that's a little tie into my own personal. That's dope. So I love that
quick.
track.
I remember you saying that about that specific clock noise because probably one of the times we were hanging out in my parents' old kitchen, their clock up on the wall made that exact same tone on.
Oh no
hour.
shit!
For real.
Yeah,
and I told you that when I heard it back then.
Yeah, you were like, "Oh, I thought I was just hearing this doorbell for a minute or this clock tone," and it was like, "Whoa,
that's fucking trippy, bro." I don't remember that at all.
When I hear that at the end of the song, I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's just the house I grew up in." I've been hearing that my whole life. It's
hell
yeah.
This is the first and most likely last time I've liked you on one of these shows. That
it's all connected. It's all connected, bro.
828. No, that's crazy fresh. I did not know that at all, dog.
Yeah,
that must have been the night. We're doing a SHT show. Fuck it. That must have been the night we created Big Dirty Cotton in your parents.
I grew up
kitchen.
with that one clock. That's the clock. Lachey, I don't know if you've heard the
That's so
record
weird
yet.
that in a way that I hear that. I can hear that.
Lachey, I'm not sure if you've listened to the record yet, but that is the outro to the first song. That's what we're talking about right here. And I just felt like that was perfect. Jay made it perfect, and then we were like, well, fuck, the song sounds awesome now that we've got all these different elements in it, but that intro has to change. And when we said, hey, the
squish noise,
yes, and when we said, hey, the intro's got to change, on the same day, Jay's computer fucking died. So
gone.
We're like,
see you later.
All those clips that he had are gone.
Yep.
So what ended up happening was we hit up the homie Cutface, who I mean, at this point, guys, I feel like he's just the fourth member of
honestly, I'm kind of bummed we didn't invite him on tonight for at least a little bit, to say what's up. He is a huge part of this record for sure.
He's the fifth Beatle major for sure. We appreciate it.
He's a big dude, but let's say the fourth wheel. Don't be a dick.
Not wheel, Beatle.
Oh, they said he's the fifth wheel. I was like, good God, glandular. It's a glandular issue, you dick.
You're the worst.
But anyway, no, he Cutface. He mixed, he mastered, he did all the behind the scenes shit to this.
The sound effects.
We sent him over sessions, and he schooled the fuck out of.
Huge shout out to Cutface. We're going to be working with him a lot in our future. I mean, there's talks about.
There's a very quick thing coming out that we're not going to tell you tonight, but there's a very, very soon to be released nether project from Big Dirty Cotton and Cutface.
Yes, lots of fun stuff in the future. But tonight we're here to talk about Copious Notes.
We are. So that's it's time.
So yeah,
a little rundown.
That's all I was going to say. Is we sent it. We didn't finish that, so we sent it over to the homie Cutface, who put so many touches on this record, and he actually recorded all of that. And because he was like, hey, I can't find a sound effect that I like, so I'm just gonna go record something in my studio real quick that I'll put on that intro.
I knew it was him yelling, but I didn't realize that he recorded this, the breaking noise.
Yeah,
because the clock, he kept my alarm.
Yep, he kept your alarm, and he kept
part.
And then but the rest of that he recorded himself. So fucking, that's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Big ups to Cutface. he took our problem and he's like, I'm just gonna make the sound effect for you guys that you're looking for, and he put it together. Big ups,
and he did amazing.
him.
So yeah, I love It's Time. It's an awesome introduction to the brand new record. It showcases the whole where the fuck have you guys been? It's been forever since BDC put something out. It's time. We're here. We're back. Let's hear some It's Time, Trox.
All right, let's hear a little bit of that. Let's hear some of that, boy.
That's how you know it's time for cotton dirty and fried. It's time to kick it off. Hey, yo, Big Dirt, kick it off.
Yeah, man.
Fire.
It's just it y'all, like, I know you've heard it. I know you already listened. You peeped the record, and we mad appreciate that. And yeah, if it was clearer and louder, I'd say, like, let's listen to a whole bunch of it. But since it's
we can move on to the next track.
We'll just do little clips like that.
I know, but it's so good. I want everybody to just spend the whole night with it.
Tell me what track number 2 is while we let it play for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Man, so the way that track number 1 wraps up with the grandfather clock bell and goes straight into this.
Oh, see, I don't even know it. I thought it was early.
See, to me, that's just so fresh.
That's super goddamn fresh.
Yeah,
and so
the transitions are dope.
on this one, we first off got to do a huge shout out. We got to do a huge shout out to a friend of the show. We call him a friend of the show. We're gonna have him back here eventually. Mr. James Garcia, Young Wicked, Otis, all of the names.
Skylar Rockface.
Anti-George Bush Satan Squad of One.
That's all it.
Jim.
That's all it. Jim,
James,
we got this beat from him as well as another beat that's on the record. We'll tell you when we get there. But that beat was produced by your boy, Young Wicked, James Garcia. And we got that from him. We had to have got that beat from him back in like 2019, maybe.
We got the Throne Hunting beat when he sent us back the full mixed version of all three inputs.
That's right. So that was end of 2020 that we first got that beat from him.
Yeah,
we got
that's right, because he like, all right. He sent the album and then he was like, "Here's some beats," because the album took a little longer than we planned.
Shouts out.
He said it would take 7 days. He took 9.5.
just an extra 2.5. Not a big deal.
So he hooked us up with some beats, and Throne Hunting was one of those beats.
One of those.
It was one of the very first.
One of the hottest ones on the record. Like, I love a lot of beats on this album, but this is still for me one of the best beats that's on there.
So we put out Throne Hunting like a year and a half ago or something, like real early on. Right after all three inputs, and it's a banger. I love the track. Everybody, you guys all dug it. We heard tons of dope shit. And then it happened a year and a half ago. So when we went to put it on the record, in a way, I was like, I kind of would skip it when I was sitting at the desk listening to the new shit, because I'm like, I've heard that so many times. Right. And then in the last week, I've been listening to the record as a whole straight through, and I'm like, I forgot how fucking dope Throne Hunting was, man. Like, this song, to me, it's an old song. And to a lot of y'all, it's an old song, but it fits so dope and so well, and it has a home now on the album. So that makes me very happy.
It ties the room together.
It really ties the room together. And going like legitimately from transitioning from 1 to 3, it is fantastic. So
thank you, love.
I mean, I don't have much else on that one, just because I don't even remember recording it or mixing it. It was such a long time ago. But I just wanted to say, shouts out Young Wicked, and I think where we got it on the record is perfect. I love it.
Yeah. And I was almost against putting it on the record initially when you guys said it, but I was like, I knew that was our plan the whole time, to like release some singles and then eventually put a lot of stuff out. But yeah, I'm so glad that we did. But all I want to say on Throne Hunting, since I know we'll go quick because it's old, but the artwork on Throne Hunting on the single is probably my favorite thing we've done for BDC before the current character, because those chairs represented if you guys go back, not you guys on the show, but anyone watching, go back and look at the artwork for the single, the chairs represent our BDC color and then our body type. So it makes me so fucking happy, like, to look at it. Like,
it's the best.
So just go check it out. Those chairs took forever and they're very specific. So I'm happy. I haven't had a chance to talk about that ever. So
That's so
And
funny.
I think like we did Throne Hunting so long ago that I remember I wrote that during that weird period in the like first year of the pandemic where things like started to get normal again and people were like, you don't have to wear masks anymore. And then we
Right.
all went back to work. And then like 8 weeks later, they're like, just kidding.
Everyone got sick. Yeah.
Everyone
Everybody
get back in your
died.
house.
Yeah.
right.
And you're
And
like,
that's-
I guess I'm writing a verse.
That was when I wrote that. I remember I was
Well, and it's
walking
probably
ar-
because we
I was
were
walking
waiting.
around writing that.
We were waiting for the last record to finish being mixed and all that. We
Yep.
had turned in every song on the first record, and we were like, all right, like let's keep on writing. I feel like it was around
yeah.
that point.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Or no.
Hell
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's the drone hunting up in this mother trucker.
Woo!
And that's a
Drone
dope ass song. So,
Jay
yeah,
Dirty,
go-
you want to tell them what track 3 is, or you want me to just hit them up with it?
Off my brains is CTE. Yeah, I was like, I don't have it in front of me, but so
I was trying to figure a way to play it straight from the computer, but that's not gonna work. So we're doing it this way.
So CTE is track number 3.
Song's
Now
dedicated to
this
Will
song,
Smith.
I almost considered this. I like it. I almost considered this like one of the first singles off the record again because Throne Hunting and Macro Aggressive came out so long ago. But
Yeah.
this one,
Will
we
Smith
dropped-
just smacked the shit out of me.
Hey, 5Gs, baby. So yes, this I viewed as like our first song because our first single because we put CTE and Call Me Sir out at the same time on
Yep.
2/2/22, 2 tracks on a Tuesday. It
Yep.
was dope. It was fire. You guys
It was
got to
2 for
hear,
Tuesday, guys.
You got to hear
It
some of
was.
the brand new Copious Notes, brand new Big Dirty Cotton sound, and the response was epic. People were rocking this. We did this live the one time we rapped BDC. This song fucking killed the crowd, man.
did.
Everybody was,
It was
so
fun.
hype and so live. And if you're in
Bring
Seattle,
your fucking
2 weeks
head
from tonight at
around,
the El Corazon Theater,
oh,
you can come check
oh,
that song out
oh.
again. Quick plug.
We're gonna rock that joint for real.
So yeah, CTE. It was crazy fresh. Referencing or not referencing, exactly ripping off. You know, you're banging your head around so much you get brain damage because that's what our fucking tracks do.
Hell yeah.
And we
Nod
just
your
and we
head.
just we wanted to write verses specifically about people getting concussions and brain injuries
Getting
and
the
brain
Getting the
damage,
shit beat out of their brains. It was
getting their
great.
heads knocked around with a
Sometimes
claw
that's what you
hammer,
gotta
all
do.
kinds of stuff.
I don't know about the hammer. I do it with my rap bars and my flows.
Yeah,
Hot
Flow.
fire.
there were no hammers involved in the making.
I'd be
of that song.
Dylon in this bitch.
But no, that song was a lot of fun, and I also, in a weird way, considered that the first single. And when thinking about
Yeah.
the album, like those we released 2 singles for the album, and that's it. But no, it's because the other 2 were a year prior.
Yeah, but that's okay because the dope thing about that, like I said, is now they have a home. They're on a record. They're not just standalone singles. They also are, but they have a place.
That's very true.
There we go. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Hell yeah.
Thank you for the scrolling.
Yes.
Got
So
you
yeah,
on the
obviously we're on this track by track shit, but that scroll along the bottom is insanely important news because 2
Yes.
weeks from tonight we're gonna do the official release party for Copious Notes and Big Dirty Cotton. It's not our show. The show doesn't have any idea we're calling it that, but we are calling it
Yeah.
that because why not? We're getting together, Seattle, Washington, 2 weeks
Hell
from tonight on
yeah.
the 15th
Absolutely.
at the El Corazon, right? Is that how you say
El
it?
Corazon, yeah.
El Corazon Theater.
Our homie over here, Slayer 420. I'm not sure I know who you are, Slayer 420, but I think you might be our friend Lacey from last
You might
week.
be. You
Yes,
could be
this
late.
This is definitely the one them called Lacey.
She says someone better go live for me. I'm sure Mayhem will go live. She likes doing that kind
Yeah,
of shit.
Mayhem will do that. She'll do that.
And
shit.
if it's not live, we'll have it recorded.
Damn,
and then
didn't
we
even
will
think about
also
the
have
fact
it
this record's
available.
been 2 years in the making. Goddamn right, son.
Yeah, it's
2
Yeah.
years.
It's messed up.
And I'll be the first to admit right fucking now. That's because of me. Like these guys are way more prolific, and I take a while, but when it's time, it comes out. Okay.
No,
Like,
we're
my
on.
wife
needs to
is
come
one
out.
of
currently
my
on-
bands.
We're on CTE. We already did It's Time.
Wow. Well, I mean,
But,
yeah, that's a banger of a track right there, CT.
I'm
It
just
is
trying to let
meant to
people
bang.
know.
It's meant
I'm
to
just
bang.
trying to
the
let
motherfucker's
I'm
head
trying to let the
around.
motherfuckers know.
that
where
if
we
if
go
I was
track
as
to?
prolific and as fast as you guys, we would be on our 4th record. I'm
We would
not,
be, for
so
sure.
we're not.
No,
But
we
this,
hey,
it,
when we
it,
put
it needs to gestate like I just ate. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you know,
oh,
I
it's
mean,
a
listen,
bar. I love that bar.
if we weren't
wrote it.
also doing a podcast every single week, then I would have been giving you a much harder time about how quickly we were getting the record.
I've also
put
got
together.
kids that are getting good grades. That takes a lot of time.
That's good too. No, that's good work.
Okay.
And everyone's very,
What do you want
everyone's
from
very
me,
happy
man?
about it.
Are you doing
Goddamn
Are
right.
you doing their tests and their homework for them? Is that what you're saying?
I said good grades. I'm a fucking idiot. You know that.
They're getting way better grades than their dad.
I've had my
You said
8-year-old be like,
2 years is pretty average. Don't beat yourself up, Dirty.
"Oh no, don't get it twisted, homeboy. I feel great. Like
Hey,
I don't care."
listen. Hey, since the last BDC record, we've put out 3 Brothers records. So we'll start working
That's
on
true.
more. We'll put out 3
We're
more
gonna be
Brothers
working on
records,
Brothers
and then
4 here in the next
BDC
couple
3.
weeks.
BDC 3 coming soon, baby.
So when are you
Nothing
gonna
bad,
finally do
man.
some solo music? And I was like, please don't write me anymore. Like I don't know. I mean, I'm just glad we're putting shit out. Like, come on, man.
I like
J
when
Daddy, get it.
You know that's right. And that's all.
I like when the
that's
three of
better,
us are
Laney.
together. I like when the 3 of us are together the best. The
I
stuff we
prefer
put
when
out
we all,
together.
yeah.
Ooh.
BDC
Yeah, no,
is my favorite shit. This record is my favorite shit. Speaking of this record, who
Let's
wants
hear
to tell
some
them what the
more.
next track is? You know what I'm saying? Because
My
this one,
favorite song on the record.
If I
And
could
not
only
just because
remember
the
which
hook.
one
Oh
it
yeah.
is.
I've totally
Just 'cause
realized
the
this is
hook.
my favorite. No, I said not just. We all
Oh.
kill it.
no,
Like, and this is the
is
beat that we didn't know maybe what was gonna happen.
oh yeah,
Like
We didn't
That's
know
right.
if we were going to use. Well, we knew we wanted to use this from the beginning.
But
knew
we-
were
yeah, I was
trying
gonna
to
say,
use
this
beat off the
was-
jump.
when we
D-Lab.
did our initial beat selection for this record. This
was
was
top
one of the
pick.
beats that was in everyone's want list. That was
Yeah.
like all 3 of us were like, this is a top beat, and
Mhm.
none of us could figure out what we wanted to do with it. And
because
we
it
sat on
switches
this,
up every 4 bars. Like it's
Yes.
just so
Yeah.
weird. It's hard as fuck to follow.
Yeah.
It comes at you. It comes at you a little something like this.
Never formulaic when we go against the grain. We that big dirty cotton, you already knew the name. It's the flames that we spit and we do it with tenacity. The BDC got
Undoubtable perspicacity.
Do you know something? I learned the word perspicacity. I don't even
I
know what
know.
the fuck that means, but I say it every time and I hit it
Man,
like I'm your
I
hype
fucking-
man.
So great.
What does
you-
perspicacity mean?
So that you just have the undoubtable feeling that you know it, like you've got the answers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
you're
okay.
Isn't it the
You're the
ability to be
all-knowing.
perceptive?
Yeah.
All right,
Like you-
okay.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So I'm trying to say it in a
so
way that is
For
just
you, no. You're
telling you that I'm
boasting.
the shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're boasting. I have a song called Mr. Manure, dog. You can boast. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Only
here.
missed it. That's a
Um,
great song.
So because of you and this record, I've learned about what Colonel Mustard's proxy means and
Yeah, that's
perspicacity.
dope.
So I
That's
feel
dope.
like this is an educational project.
I
For
feel like
sure.
this is Jay Dirty going back to school. We should call this
Back to school. Back to school.
Toxic.
Um,
I'm feeling myself
been
under the
feeling
table
himself.
too. Sometimes
will
when
tell
we're doing
you-
the show, I like to rub myself.
I will tell you
Ah.
all, I'm feeling all of us because I
Oh.
think this record's dope as fuck.
Oh,
Oh.
And
get
Gravitas.
off!
So I'm gonna keep
So, yeah.
going deep on this.
No,
Gravitas
go
is
deep into
another,
Gravitas. So
is
this is what-
another Howard Stern reference. Deep fucking cut into our Stern Show obsession, which also the title to this whole record is a Stern Show reference.
That's
the
true.
title of this
Again-
song is a Stern. There I think are 4 Stern Show references in her titles. You guys keep me honest, or is it 3?
In all the records or just the new one?
And this record.
Gravitas, Your Thoughts,
Thoughts,
and the title of the record.
Copious Notes, but I think there's one more.
No,
Now
I don't
you got
think
me
so.
wondering.
I think that's it.
Yeah, so
I think I think it's just Gravitas and Your Thoughts.
So Gravitas
Fine.
is a clip of Kiefer Sutherland that the Howard Stern plays a lot, or at least used to, and it's played in such a funny timing way and such a pompous tone that we decided to steal the title, call it this. So at the very end, after you hear me leave the studio, as I look at my rugs hanging from the ceiling, calling it a studio. But as I leave
It's a
the
studio.
studio and I slam the door, I remember why we called the track Gravitas. So you'll hear it real quick, and it's this tiny little reference. So if you're watching tonight, you know it's a Howard Stern show reference. If you're not, you'll never fucking know what that is. And that's okay.
When I was listening on Spotify last night, I was looking at my phone like, did they cut it off? Is it not on there?
Oh no, there's like a 3-second lag.
After like 3 or 5 seconds.
It's literally like, but it's the last second is when it shows on your phone, and you're like, oh shit! It's just so fucking funny. And here's a little more curtain pull on that. I didn't hear that the first 3 times that I listened to the song because I didn't listen all the way to the end. Like I listened to it, I'm like, that's dope. And then I would just close my phone because usually we send things back and forth like Dropbox, you know. So I had it and I was like, well, that's over. And so I just swipe up, didn't hear the end of it. I think it was the 4th time that I finally heard this.
Oh shit, yeah. Gravitas.
To me, that's just so funny.
Oh no, I agree. It had to be in there, and I had that plan all along. I knew I was going to throw it at the end. But yeah, I was listening to that yesterday, and my daughter out in the garage doing something. My daughter walked out right as the song ended, so she came out, and there's a 3-second gap, and she said something, and she looked at me, and she heard me go, "Oh shit, yeah." And the look on her face, she goes, how'd you do that? And I was like, it's so weird if I tried to explain what just happened, but it's part of the song. She goes, no, but nothing was playing. I was like, I know, but like, just don't worry about it. She goes, yeah, that's just Big Dirty Cotton stuff. And I say, it is. But it was so funny. Yes. It was because I cursed in front of my kid without even trying. It was like, God,
shit, yeah. Way to go, Jay Dirty.
Yeah, no, it was funny. The confusion. So yeah.
The last funny thing I wanted to say about that track was like we were saying, we couldn't figure out the structure on it or what we wanted to do because it changes up so fucking often.
Yeah.
That finally this was another one where I was like, I'm just gonna write really fast to it. And I wrote 16 bars and I'm like, hey guys, I start right when the beat opens. Take it from there.
Go.
And, like I just wrote my verse right at the beginning of the song, and I was like, all right, Jay and Cotton, you take it from there and figure out where this song goes. And they fucking killed it. They both absolutely killed it. Jay Dirty came through on that hook, something heavy.
Sure did.
Fan. I think the whole track, it's my favorite on the record, hands down. I think we all just killed it. Mainly, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we struggled on the beat so much.
Yeah,
could be.
It took us forever
because it was like I felt more accomplished with that one. Like, good, we fucking used it. I wanted to. I had written to it way early, but I couldn't get it to work, so I erased it all.
I think that was the 3rd to last song we made for this, right?
It was real. I wrote it the night before my surgery. I know that. It was
the very end. It was the very end of the album.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, Gravitas. It's my shit. I love it. The beat is fire, especially since we were able to use it because it was so close to just being like, "Fuck it, we're not doing anything." Yeah. And the fact that we did, and it's my favorite record, is dope as fuck.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
And then it goes right. It's a real nice transition into the next joint, which is featuring another friend of the show, Saint DK. We all remember him. All I Got Left, featuring Saint DK. Go ahead, play it.
Yes.
Listen to that.
And I know that this was actually one that was written quite some time ago. That Big Trox came up with this hook and his verse.
Feeling crazy like I'm psychosomatic. Got my wires.
Yeah, I wonder if I might be able to even tell you boys. Let me see.
I feel like it was probably a little bit over a year ago, and it was like just you were in your fields on some serious shit, and you said, "Hey guys, I wrote this. This is what I'm thinking about. I want you guys on the hook for," and like you had it all pretty much figured out in your head. Like when you presented the song,
yeah.
Like, this is what
I wrote this. I wrote this before we even did the second YMH song. Before we wrote the Last Brothers record, I finished writing this on November 17th, 2020.
Yep. I remember this being that long ago, and then you came through with like a fully fleshed out idea of a track and what it was going to sound like, and gave us marching orders. And then we turned that shit around fairly quick. And
that
then
was fast. You guys finished that one fast.
I was gonna say this is one of the ones I actually don't think I lagged on too long.
No, you got this one. Like we had this one done a long time ago, but we just didn't have it finalized. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we had all 3 of our verses were done like early 2021. And then we're like, all right, how do we where do we want to go with this? This is definitely going on the record. So like, how do we want? And then it wasn't until I'd say 2 months ago. It was right around when we had him on the show, but we were like, hey, we want to feature on this record. This is the first one that we want to put a feature on.
Well, and we knew we wanted to feature on it like maybe 6 months to a year ago. We were like, we want to get somebody on this song. We didn't know who was going to fit best on there.
Yeah, we were like, is it going to be Mac Lethal? Is it going to be Tom McDonald? Is it going to be who's it going to be?
Will
and then
Smith.
we were like, fuck, yeah, is it going to be Will Smith? And then we were like,
we needed someone that's
all of
like,
those guys.
It's a serious track. There's a serious undertone. We're like, who shuffles through relationship problems publicly?
Our boy.
I know.
Saint DK.
Nah, man, he came
long
through.
Time homie.
Canonized brother. Original member of Saints in Disguise. That joke even works when he's not here. Now he was we met him.
He wasn't in Saints in Disguise.
No, we met him as in Dead Body Crew. Him and Joka C.
BBK baby,
or Joka Child back in the day. And who would ever know that Dead Body Crew, after they're split for 8 years, would come back together and be featured on the same record.
BDC.
I knew. Troxel and Tracy Cotton. So it was dope. So, it was so dope to have him on there.
And when we sent it over to him, I didn't know what he was going to do with it. Like, honestly, I had a feeling, because I know that our other longtime homie Prey would be the one recording him and engineering the whole session.
For sure.
I thought maybe he would just
Prey's got so many fucking skills, it's ridiculous.
Prey is amazing. So much love that goes out to him.
Prey was our cut face for the first 10 years of J Dirty. He mixed and did everything. So mad props to Prey for everything you've enjoyed.
Got a lot of homies that was down.
Oh man.
In the relevance and providence, I got swept out of my morality and enemies before death.
So that's what I was just about to say, was that we didn't know what he was going to do with it. Like, I thought maybe he would just loop the verse and have another verse, because that ending where DK raps, that's kind of like a bridge and an ending on the actual song. It's not an actual spot for a verse. And instead, what he did was he put a fucking verse there that sounds way doper than having an outro or a bridge right there. Like,
for sure,
super schooled it. It really, the first time I heard it, I was like, whoa, that is not at all what I expected. I was expecting something way different. I knew he was going to come hard as fuck, because I've been knowing DK for 15 plus, but
dude can spit fire.
He spits hot fire.
When I heard it, it reminded me of what I did on Save Me, like with like the extra thing on our last record. Like, and immediately I was like, I'm so glad he just chose to do that.
Yes,
you know what I mean. Like he just said, if they don't like it, they don't have to use that part. But like he killed it. It turned out great. And
I also got some Aquafina for you thirsty ass hoes.
That
is the best.
And talk about another fantastic transition point to the next song. I mean, like, it works out so perfectly into the clip that opens up the next song, him finishing that. Big shout out Saint DK. Fucking love that verse. Really appreciate having you on this record.
And I just want to send a quick shout out to Saint DK as well for dissing me on the verse and then telling me about it at the concert.
Hold on, what part is a J Dirty diss? You got to tell us.
So I was hoping you would ask.
Save Me is so fucking good. I cannot agree with you.
No shit.
I love that fucking song.
Love that joint.
When we had him on and we played Nitrogen, I think, or something like that. Is that what his song was called? Nitrogen?
Nitrogen, yeah.
Okay.
Hit it up like boom.
We played that, and I said, I guess on the show, I said he kind of sounds like Isham with his delivery. So then he heard me say that, and then he wrote the song, the verse, and he goes, and this ain't Isham, my name is Devin Bijan. You pussy bitches beyond. So at the A&B show last month, he told me, he's like, I said, I liked your verse. He's like, I wrote that for you. And I was like, oh, the Esham part? He's like, yeah. And so I was like, cool. And then I got home and I listened to it again. I was like, you calling me a pussy bitch and I better be on? Bitch, this is my song. What the fuck's going on, DK? But yeah, I started cracking up because I was so glad he did that.
You get peed on?
This
You know, it's like, damn, man.
This just in, guys. DK has a beef with Jay Dirty, and he's off the record, effective immediately.
It's like back in the day when Pauly Prey, he took like a little slight jab at Jay Dirty on a song, and he was like, he sent it to me. He said, "Hey, could you just like go on there and be like, what?" Like as like a dub, so people know you're in on the joke. And I was like, well, why don't you just take out the diss?
You
and he didn't. And he didn't take it out. I did it anyway for him. And I totally did. I said, yeah, send it over. And I just co-signed it.
I love those guys.
Yeah.
Big
ups, Mind Shot.
Fucking Mind Shot is a shit. I love you both. Thank you for being on the record, DK. Thank you for running that session.
Yeah. Thank you for murdering our verse, man. That was dope as fuck.
The next one I want to go into here would be the next song on the record. And this,
well, we're gonna go in order.
I may have to say this is probably Big Trox's favorite song on the record here.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole. Asshole. You're absolutely right, sir. You hit the nail right in the head. I know where she is.
And what's dope about this is it's the first time we've got to do a Howard the Duck reference. That actually worked because he was in Howard the Duck.
He was in Howard the Duck.
Oh my god.
Big up Jeffrey Jones.
So many things to say about this song.
So many things to say about this song. This is one of my favorite songs we've ever done. And there's a lot to unpack on this one. First of all, that intro piece. Cotton came up with the song and was like, I want to do a song called Call Me Sir. And it's just like Cameron from Ferris Bueller. And I was like, I'm super down, dog.
Should we just steal the whole fucking clip?
100%.
I think we shall.
that was really my idea when
mad
like,
love.
I was like, how about we just get that whole
much.
little skit there and put that on as
Cotton.
We could have raised the pitch and made it not so obvious, but fuck you. We're big. We're big, dirty fucking Cotton.
Cotton did the hook, right? And then he's like, I want to do something like this.
Whatever your name is.
He sent me over the hook, and I think that this was the order of it happening. Like you sent me over kind of a raw version of the song, and then you came over to record. And when you got here, I had that intro clip placed, and I was like, here's the first 20 seconds of the song, right?
So dope.
Somewhat like that. So I believe you had like the whole 3-minute clip already available, and you had picked out that first like 20. You were like, I think this is right. And
I was like, I think this fits, and then
I think this is gonna work. And then we clipped it down a little bit on the front and on the back, and then we like moved it around and did the whole thing. And then it was a matter of trying to figure out how the song was going to end with that same clip. And we went through that clip multiple times trying to find.
When you sent it to me, it was all placed and ready to go. I never heard it without you guys had a concept.
We did that all in the first session because
I was going to say I had that quick.
Yeah, I sent over just the hook of just me doing it into my phone. I just did a voice memo and I was like, this is what I want to do. And then this is the clip that I'm looking for. And then, showed up and we were ready to go.
Can I speak on that real quick?
Yes.
On what you just said, that you had the rough I forgot you had the Hocus Pocus clowns. That makes me happy. I totally forgot about that tattoo. Shitty artist, but great tattoo.
No, it would look better if I hadn't gotten it done 20 years ago. But
amen. No, anyway, I totally forgot you had that. What was I trying to say? Oh, you had said all you had was a shitty rendition of it on your phone.
Sure.
Most of that's how I heard all of your guys' shit.
Yeah.
Because you're better than me. I like, for one, I don't know how you play it and record it into your phone because I do everything on my phone.
I play it off the computer.
Play it off
you
the
guys
computer,
sit at your
phone.
Computers more than me, as we've established, but like so my point is I never said that way to you guys ever. If you heard my verse first, it was because it may have been rough, but it was on this microphone, semi decent. So
No,
I always
sent
heard
you, we sent you mad shitty versions all the time.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I don't. No, that's not what I'm getting at all. Like,
No, but
well, I guess
I'm just saying
it
that's a fact. Like
it is what I'm getting at, I guess.
Yeah, we're like, hey, I'm gonna spit 16 bars right now, not polished or like just raw, and then just this is where I'm at, right?
But but so to piggyback on that even further is that so I'd always hear your lyrics were there, your bars were there, your funny lines were there, but it was like really unpolished, obviously. And I'd write to that, and then when I would get your shit, it was like I felt like the song got fucking T-Pained. Like it was always just like, even before Cutface touched it, like all of a sudden I got so used because I would take your things and I put them in Pro Tools and line them up so like I could hear them, and you guys just sounded like dog shit, but I could hear it, the placement. So then when I'd always get the real version, it sounded so dope and so fresh. And
thanks,
man. I was just trying to say, like, it was, I heard two versions of like every single song we did. One was like an X-rated, like not like porno style, but like the rapper who like rapped over a phone,
rapping through a phone in prison. Yeah.
Like, and then now you're on Strange Music. Like now you sound good. You know what I mean?
Thanks, dog.
You're welcome.
And
that's all I was trying to say.
The funny thing about that a lot, you bringing that up.
Go ahead.
Just about you bringing that up about us sending over the voice memo recordings of it. That is legit my favorite part of the whole writing process is because I do that pretty much as soon as I'm done writing. Like as soon as I've got the verse down enough to where I feel like I can do a coherent recording of it and send it to you guys, I'm the most hyped up on it. I'm the most ready for it. And I'm like, all right, I want to fucking deliver this and send it to my boys. And that is by far my favorite part of the whole process of making this shit.
And you guys can do it. I can't. You guys are good at it.
And I know that even when I'm sending over to you, I'm like, audibly, this is going to sound like shit. And I'm going to get super hyper focused on the way this sounds. And it's going to like influence me when I go into recording.
But you guys don't even fuck up you hit every bar you wrote. And I'm like,
that's the challenge, man. That's like,
fuck a challenge. I'm like Mike Tyson behind the mic, dude. I'm a punch.
And you know what's funny is when I do it, when I do it, at least because I'm gonna continue blowing my down below here, but he's so much better at it than I am. Because when I do it, I intentionally like I'll be going through my lyrics and I'm like, I'm gonna leave out these words because I can't breathe that well. And I'm like, I'm gonna do my 16 bars, but I'm gonna cut out a few things so that it sounds. And then when I get in and record it, like
bars before.
When I get in and record it, then it's definitely different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, man.
So just saying that's dope. I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's
thank you.
Yeah, I like hearing.
Hire 3 new vocalists. Shit, we got the vocals, dog. We need the vocals are out of control. Yeah, geez. Are you not feeling the record, man?
Not a fan.
Sick burn.
Listen. You know, it's the internet. There's people that don't like stuff. That's the way it goes.
Let me get back. I want to get back to this track real quick. Call me sir, goddammit. So we finished this one this one's been out for a couple months now, and
22.
When we were recording this, it was one of my favorite verses ever to write. I just really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was so funny and fun to play live. Like it's super
another
dope.
One that like killed the Roxy, man.
Really,
and it's gonna kill 2 weeks from tonight on April 15th at the El Corazon Theater in Seattle, Washington.
Call me sir, goddamn.
What? I don't care if I say it wrong. You guys know where I'm.
El Corazon.
If you live in Seattle, you've heard it pronounced every way. You know
what up, Lo?
Be there.
You know what it is. You guys can finish talking about this. I hate to break it to you because I know we're live, but I gotta go pee, so I'll be right back.
Go do your thing.
Finish
what I was gonna say, and this we can definitely talk about this with
Jesus Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ, really?
Did he just throw his clip mic in the blender? This goddamn, he probably needs to go eat food. He's gonna get fat.
So he did like the new album.
Hey, you're here. I assumed you did. No, mad love.
We love you, homie. We were just kidding. We were going with what you said.
No, I lost what you were just saying. As far as this track though, yeah, I thought it was super dope. It popped hard as fuck at the show.
So fucking hard.
And it's a banger online. Everybody that heard it on 2/22/22 thought it was dope as fuck. And yeah, I absolutely cannot wait to play this song again live in 2 weeks because I know we're gonna.
No, and
it's a banger.
When we played this live, like you said, it popped so hard when we had the whole crowd going, "Call me sir, god damn it."
Yeah.
And I just remember Laney was up front filming the whole shit, and that will be going. That will Lacey, big ups Lacey. That'll be going up on YouTube this
real
weekend.
soon. Yeah,
we'll be putting that up on YouTube this weekend. We were kind of delaying because we wanted to wait until the record came out, and then I don't want to have things coming out at the same time as the record. You know what I'm saying? So
it'll probably have 85% of our dope ass set live on YouTube.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them why the other 15% ain't live, or do you want to wait till we play another song for that? He is going to poop.
Wait. Yeah, let's wait.
So the last thing. Now that Cotton's back, the last thing that I wanted to say, and this is a major curtain pull, is the final hook on this song was a topic of such contention.
It was heavily contested.
We went back and forth in a text message for like an entire fucking day on the last hook of the song, because when Cotton put it together, his entire intention was to have that last piece be one layer of him saying, so you call doing the hook, you call me sir, and then it was supposed to drop, and then the whole like the big sound came back.
Hold on.
Go ahead, because I'm ready to talk too.
The reason,
all right, fine, we're going there. Fine.
The reason why I was wanting it to sound like that is because
you don't wipe.
That's so
no, because I don't wipe. No. The reason why I was wanting it to sound like that is because that's how
don't
the
even help
beat
clean it
sounds.
up.
If you listen to the beat right at the end of the third verse, a layer of the drums cut out, and it's just a light layer of drums on top of the instrumentation for those first 4 bars, and then for the next 4 bars, the full drums come back in. So I thought the beat is already doing this natural progression. Let's try it like this. And upon recording this song, I looked at Big Trox and I said, this is what I'm thinking the way I want to do it. I want to try to make it like a little bit softer in this part.
You did say that.
And he said, if you want to do it like that, we'll just use the single layer that you already have from before. It's fine. We're done. That was how he said it to me at the time. And I remember it.
Was that how I talk when we're in the booth? That's how I talk.
100%.
Is it my turn?
Now it's your turn. So this was all because of him. It's his fault. Not
yeah. So
I love how I'm the peacekeeper of the band. And meanwhile, it's my fucking fault.
This one's your fault.
You see how that works? I'm not blaming you. It's him. So a lot of the times these guys would send me a dope hook, and I'll add a layer. So we got that whole group feel. We got layers. It sounds dope. So I did it to this song over Cotton.
Right.
I did it, and Cut Faces told me, just layer one of your hooks, not all of them, and I'll copy and paste it. I'll batch it up. So I just did one. We got the mix back. Mind you, I don't live in Seattle. I was not there for the, hey, what do you think if I do it like this? The beat sounds like this. I got this great idea. I don't have these. I'm not privy to these at all.
No context.
I hear it. And I'm listening. I'm like, I'm loud as fuck in the car. And all of a sudden, that part comes on. And I'm like, well, that's weird. Why the fuck did he I've been on the whole hook the whole time. And all of a sudden, I'm just gone. And then I'm back. I thought Cutface fucked up and muted something.
Yes.
And so when I wrote you guys, I was like, hey, have Cutface fix this. And you were both like, oh, that's on purpose. I was like, it purposely sounds like shit. I was so I didn't understand. Literally,
you were an immediate hater.
Well, I didn't know it was intentional. I didn't hear the drum cut out. I just heard the intensity of the layers cut out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what? Not until we did it live did it make sense to me. Yeah. Or until we practiced it right over there, it made sense to me. But until you guys were in my basement, I was still I guess. I still wish the beat would have cut out completely and it was just your hook. your layer, and
But
then
no,
the beat
but-
will come
and
back.
I wish I would have re-recorded a soft, not just used the same layer from the hook, but I would have
It didn't make
recorded a
sense to me,
different
and I'm
part
in the
there.
band, so someone's confused. But it's dope now.
It
But
still sounds
Hold
super.
I
on,
did
hold
have
on,
an
hold
issue.
You
Go
hold the
ahead,
fuck
go
on,
ahead.
man. So,
Hold the
Cotton,
fuck on.
what
Don't
you're
curse at
saying
me
is
in front of your brother.
this whole thing is my fault. This is my
No,
fault.
I didn't just say that.
It's your fault.
That's what Cotton just said.
Oh, fuck him.
Fuck
Treat it
him.
like
Fuck
a regular
that
show.
fuck.
Don't listen.
Fuck him. Go to the next song.
Fuck that fat fuck.
So yeah,
Come on.
I
No,
did
I
have
love
beef
this
with
fucking
it, and
track.
it wasn't because I wasn't on that part. It's because I thought it sounded really. I thought it was a mistake, and then when the mistake was on purpose, I was baffled. I was like, I don't get it.
And but
We
the
fought
end,
for like 5 hours over 2 seconds of our
it
song.
kept on
2 seconds
going
of the
back and
song.
forth.
Like,
And then
literally, it's-
I that was like one of the things that I decided to hold strong on, because most of the times I'm like, yeah, whatever you guys think is fine. But that one I was like, guys, I really think this is how it needs to sound. Like I was very
and I'll
adamant.
get scathing and I'll get like cutting and I don't care. And I'm just like, I know I said horrible things. I was just like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm out. Like I'm chickening this band.
the song in question. Good one. The song in question was 4 minutes and 8 seconds long, and that entire argument was over 4 of those seconds. I'm just trying to say, like,
and what I think Trox. We'll move on to the next song, but I think Trox said in it, he said, "We have discussed this 4 seconds more than we have discussed the whole record up to
I
this
definitely
point."
said that in the chat, and
I
was like,
started laughing my
driving
ass
around
off
Can
when
we
you
move
wrote
the fuck on from this one part of the fucking third hook on this song? Can
and
we
look,
I was
move on,
driving
please?
around town mad. I was like, these motherfuckers don't get what I'm hearing.
and I was like,
This
those
was the only
motherfuckers think it sounds
Cutface,
good.
Cutface made it to the show. He said this was the only confusing part of working on this album.
Thank you.
Listen, Cutface, it
Oh
would
my
not have
God.
been if I was able to do it
Cutface,
all in the
you are
way that I
two
wanted
human
to.
size of validation. Thank you for joining us. Fuck yeah.
I love it. I fucking love it.
All right.
Chickening this band, LOL.
That makes me so happy that even he was
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
guess.
I'm so glad you're here, Cutface.
No,
Fucking
he's saying it's confusing because we sent him back a bunch of. We're like, can you do it like this, this, and this?
Do it
and
like
No,
this,
this.
he's
and this,
not.
this,
He's
and
saying,
this?
why did
Do
you
it.
not want it there? He's on
Go to
my
the next
side.
song. Go to the next song.
do it 9 different ways and send it over to us so we can debate about it in the group
before
chat.
we leave this, I just want to say, Cotton, like you said, this is the one thing I wasn't budging on. And I'm like, I also many times, because this is not J Dirty, and I get where a group have like, they want to do it. I'm cool. That's fine. The shield can be upside down when it's on your CD. So who fucking cares? I guess if that's what we're still doing.
Are we still fucking talking about that?
But I was like,
that's 2 years old, dog.
But
that's 2 years old.
Man, I'm still mad at Cold and Funky for trying to steal $20 from me. I don't get over shit.
That's 14 years ago.
I know.
That's 14 years ago.
2007 was a lot of World Series ago, but I still fucking hate the Red Sox.
It was $80, bro. Like
I'm just trying to say that I also was like, I try to get like say it's okay to stuff, but I was like, I also was so passionate, like I don't think it sounds good and I feel like we're missing something, but then I did when I saw it live. But I'm just trying to say I only kept arguing because I also thought you're wrong and you're not hearing why, but you will.
I appreciate that. And again,
but it never changed. It's in there.
There is
and you won.
There is a different way that I wish it would have gone, which would have been getting back in the studio and doing a whole bunch more shit when we were so close to finishing the record, and it didn't make sense. So at that point in time, I was like, listen, this is going to work for the purposes of how it needs to sound, and I still enjoy it. So.
I just want to apologize to Cutface that Cotton made that hard for you to make.
And if anybody has a problem with it out there, they can just go fuck themselves all the way to death.
You got a problem about it? You want to come talk to me? You want to come talk to me about it?
Fuck yourself to death. And
So
what is track number 7?
I'm so glad we just had that talk. Oh, this song's got the other Stern reference. It's not the title, but this has the other Stern reference with the bad trumpet playing.
Yep. Oh, that's right at the end.
Yeah, it's not the one I was going for, but it is totally in reference to Gary Delabate.
So real quick, a question about that intro there with those with those horns playing. Is that actually Lisa Simpson playing those horns and then Homer yelling over it, or that was just completely different?
That was just I searched a whole bunch of different clips, and it was the most clear, professional, non like that, like where like high pitches sound like at the end. It was the best, clearest, longest clip I could find. So it's not Lisa Simpson at all. I just wanted someone yelling "shut up," and when I searched that clip, Homer Simpson came up, and I'm like, "Oh, that definitely fucking works," because everyone knows that voice and it's fun. And yeah, so no, not Lisa.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was actually from the show or not, but it worked perfect.
The only specific I tried to get was Gary Delabate playing bad horn at the end, and I couldn't get just his clip. So that's just a shitty person. And right after I cut it off, a dog barks at the person on the clip. It was pretty funny.
So it really worked out fantastic.
Yeah.
I think for this one, Cotton sent this idea over to us the same time you did CTE, right? It was like these two songs came together
in that very, very close timing.
Yeah, it was like we're gonna do it was CTE and Play, and we were like those two.
I'm gonna grab another beer while we keep talking.
Right around the same time.
Yeah, that was probably
Cotton. I wasn't asking for permission. Don't give me.
Go ahead. And that was probably like a year or so ago. But yeah, both of these hooks I came up with, and then it was really a matter of trying to figure out how to deliver it. Because I even remember going over and recording these with you. This song in particular, both the hook and my verse, took me a long motherfucking time.
Yeah,
and
it did.
I don't know.
And we weren't happy with the way that the hook was for a little bit. It took a few sessions, I think, to get the hook to a place where we were like, okay, this is what we want.
100%. And I mean, like, upon sending it over to you guys, like I was talking about before, like just sending over the voice memo and being happy with it, that happened quick for me. But then when I actually got into the studio with you and we had the beat playing over headphones, we were doing the whole thing, it was fucking difficult for me for whatever reason. So yeah, this one actually ended up turning into like more of an arduous track for me. But it's still the way it turned out. I fucking love it. Like I still
was it arduous or was it turgid?
It was arduous. And turgid, and it was fun to play live.
now he is pooping.
He always is turgid when he's pooping.
And
so mine on this one, since we had the play and we had the horns and that's the hook, I Googled what professional sports teams have a horn playing when they scored a goal.
What? You have not told us that at all.
Well, we've never talked about it. Like, I wanted to make a dope reference, and when I saw the Kraken do that, I was like, these guys are gonna be loving it. Like, I don't know who has a horn. I don't watch anything but the Rockies.
Holy shit!
And there's no horn at Coors Field.
That is so fucking funny because when I hear like when the Eagles get 6, I was like, man, he's just like dropping random fucking football and hockey.
I Googled that to see. I didn't know. Yeah,
that is hilarious.
You're like, I don't know the Eagles or how much a touchdown
Eagles, like sporting practices. No.
you think I knew a touchdown was 6 points? Get out of here.
Fuck you. I knew that part. But so I Googled what sports teams have a horn when they score. So that's how I started that verse was that was what that is. And I saw Kraken. I'm like, holy shit, that's like a reference to them.
These guys
so I was all excited. Yeah, so that's how I wrote that. I know nothing about what I referenced at all.
That is so good.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, my references were just all kind of nonsense in that song, but I loved it.
What you can't explain in this song before we move on to the next one is this part right here.
Yeah. Give it to us.
Oh.
Why'd you move the speaker away from the microphone?
I was trying to get the speaker closer. Did that not work?
It's not on the bottom of your phone like every other iPhone ever? Oh, I didn't know. Maybe.
Wow.
I don't know. That's where that's where they put it on mine, not the middle of the screen.
Wow.
Yeah, the horn at the end. So we had the good, beautiful horn playing at the beginning.
This record really has just been a learning project for Jay Dirty.
Dog, this was like a stoner in high school. I forgot everything I learned.
It was an exercise in class.
Class. Like you're a Texas rapper. No, so at the beginning was the beautiful horn, and then at the end was supposed to be a super shitty horn, which it was. But Gary Delabate, Baba Booey, Howard Stern, executive producer,
they call me Baba Booey.
it was notorious.
Gary Delabate.
Delabate. He used to play horrible trumpet. He still does, but he just doesn't play anymore. And his horrible playing was like it's been the subject of phony phone calls and bits and everything. So I tried to find that, but we couldn't. So I got one that emulated it. That's what that sound effect was.
Gary Delate.
Who is?
Who is this?
All right, so what's the next song?
That was fantastic. The next song is another old joint. It's another old ass joint. The other Young Wicked produced joint off the dark, out for some blood when I'm out of these bars. Yeah.
We'll never, ever do this live. So never expect it.
Don't ever ask for it. This
we cannot do this song live. All of us rap too fast and way too crammed together with our words on this song, and there's no way we're ever going to be able to get through it live.
Yeah,
they
never ask.
They call that punching in, friends.
And we punch that shit the fuck in. But boy,
this song was brought to you by Mel Gibson. Apparently,
this was one of the ones that I came up with the idea for this song right around the time that we did our horrorcore songs at the end of 2020, or I should say, I did my horrorcore song. You guys did your normal Halloween song. You guys just did your standard Halloween song that you normally do, and you were like, hey, why don't you do, since we're doing an AstroTurf thing this year, why don't you just do a solo track?
Are you trying to imply that we did a shitty thing because it's what we normally do and yours is better because you
No, not at all. I'm trying to imply that I was
goddamn
in this
right,
type
not
of
at all.
mood. No, listen up.
I'm just kidding. Calm down.
Listen,
it's not Wednesday. I'm not really making fun of you.
What I was implying.
Back it up. I was
Let's
in
just
a mood.
listen to the track. I realize I hate when you tell stories.
Back it up.
I was in a mood from writing my horrorcore track for Halloween in 2020, and I wanted to keep that type of energy going, and that's what this song came into. And then Big Fox followed suit, and then Jay Dirty followed suit, and we all did our fast raps, and we all did our aggressive raps, and it fucking worked perfect for the beat. Shouts out Young Wicked, James Garcia again. I mean, Mr.
Yeah, this is the other Young Wicked James Garcia beat on the bench.
We appreciate him.
And the beat's dope as fuck. I remember when I got it, I'm like, God damn it, man. Like, it's going to be so hard for me. I rap slow. That's why Paul had me do the dub. Like, it's a joke. But Mad Fresh, Macro Aggressive, again, like Cotton said, came out like a year and a half ago, right after all three inputs.
That's true.
So it's been out a minute. This and Throne Hunting came out in like the same spring, summer-ish time.
And
winter.
Was that like, whenever
the original
it came
cover?
out.
The original cover for Macro Aggressive that Jay put out was Jay didn't put it out. We put it out. Jay created it.
Right.
Was the picture of Mel Gibson, which I still love to this day, but I don't think anyone else understands it other than us.
And
so
that is also
another
Stern reference.
Stern Show reference.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
True.
That's
true.
The whole thing of the song is like being aggressive unnecessarily, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we thought about when we were writing this song. And then we're who's aggressive unnecessarily? Jay Dirty.
A very, very quick backstory to anyone who's never heard when Mel Gibson and his ex-wife are on the phone where she's recording him and like just poking him to piss him off. And he has the infamous, "You should just smile and blow me." and it's wait, did we diss Prey?
You did. Hanging out with scum like the big homie Freezy.
No, hanging out with scum like the big homie Fleazy that's
Fleazy
talking
was his
about
old hype man. Scum's
that's
old hype
McFly.
Man. That's actually that's like a homie shout out.
Reference?
That's a shout out. There shouldn't be a Prey diss.
A Prey
Yeah,
diss?
I was gonna say. I don't think I diss Prey unless I just did it live as a joke. But no, Prey's the super homie.
I read that like it was a joke.
Yeah.
Confirm, our homie.
I may.
Oh,
I just.
he said no. I'm talking about Prey dissing you.
Oh, that was
yeah.
Was that DK
exactly
or Prey?
No, he said a minute ago. I said, never mind. The viewers are way following more than you. That's okay.
Wow.
So yeah, it's just dope.
I'm having
Macro
more
aggressive.
whiskey now.
Reference to Mel Gibson. It's been out for a long time. Super dope.
No,
Check
so
it out.
finish your explanation of Mel Gibson. I paused the track.
Oh no! I was just saying.
Trucks kind of ruined the whole thing.
I was just trying to say the call where he yells at his wife, and it's insanely aggressive and offensive and horrible, and it's so fucking funny that we had to reference it on a track. Well, we didn't reference it on a track, but when we talk about being aggressive for no reason, that phone call came into play. That phone call, damn, Trox, there you go. That phone call is in our brains because of
hey,
Howard
it's release
Stern
party, man. Woo!
You're gonna fillet your Maker's Mark bottle because we put out a record.
You guys.
Another reference. So yeah. Anyway, that's why Mac Lethal. That's why Mel Gibson is on the cover of Macro Aggressive. That's what's up. I don't know why I was gonna say Mac Lethal.
That song is about Mac Lethal, and everybody, guess what?
So check out Macro Aggressive.
Your fire's on fire!
It's as fast as I've ever tried to rap in Big Dirty Cotton, and I'm not loving it. That's why we do not do those type of songs very often.
Not gonna do it live.
Hey, I warned you guys before we started this that by the end I might be a little sauced up.
And
wasn't lying.
And
crack
to
go
that
on,
point, what is track number 9, Big Trucks?
Here's an intro and movie clip that you procured, Truck.
Shouts out Big Trucks for hooking this whole thing up.
On this one, Cotton again came through on the dope ass fucking hook on this one. This is another one of my favorite songs that we've ever done. I love Sweet Dreams. I think this song is just fucking hilarious. We combined, like, we're telling you bedtime stories and we're also knocking you the fuck out. Like, that's to me, this song is another just like piece of wow. It's beautiful.
I agree.
I really love it. And when Cotton sent it over, we kept talking. We're like, what are we going to do for an intro and an outro on this thing? And does it make sense to like pull some clips, or should we get in the booth and like spit something? Right. And then I was sitting there one night and I thought Sweet Dreams, and I just kept thinking. And then I was like, oh, how about my fucking favorite movie ever, Inception, that's all about dreams? Why don't I try and find a clip out of Inception that would apply to this song? Yep. And so that's exactly what I did. And I started digging through Inception clips and found the one that I think perfectly summarizes this song. And it worked. Amazing. It's amazing. I love this fucking song.
It worked absolutely perfect.
I have a quick
so smooth. This track
thing on this one was
Thanks,
hey, now you guys need to vamp because I gotta go grab my computer charger. This shit is about to die.
No, you're good. No, I had a small story on this too about Cutface in a weird way, but you caught, and then Trox were talking. You referenced that we're talking about the intro, and I'd never seen Inception. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I could hear I heard Leo's voice, like I recognized that. But I had no idea what it was. And I you guys in the group chat said something like, I love KF and he's gonna school it or whatever, KF. And I thought for sure, I was like, is that like the initials of the director that did this movie? Like, and finally, and I was like, was it K-Flay? Is this from a K-Flay song? And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I finally wrote, I'm like, what is KF? And you were like, Cutface. I was like, oh, like everything made sense. But I was like, I was so lost for a very like short but like condensed, confusing period of time on that part.
That's fantastic. Oh my god.
Because as we've discussed on our show, there can be times where series of 4 to 5 to 3 weeks worth of text messages, I have no idea because I just didn't read them because you guys talk so much, and I can't.
Third pooping taking place for sure. If I could push that Man, if I could poop that fast.
God.
Yeah, boy.
He can't even start bleeding to do pre-poop that fast. Trust me,
I
I've
might
known
start
this guy.
pooping here if we don't get through this soon enough.
But yeah, so that was my thing on that. Like I was like, what the fuck does he mean KF? Who directed this movie? And then I realized it was Cutface.
Shouts out Cutface. Shouts out Christopher
Mad
Nolan,
shout
who
out.
did direct Inception. We love you both.
Yeah.
Anything else I missed on that one? I love this song. That was another one that I really enjoyed writing. I actually wrote my first 4 bars while I was driving my infant daughter home from daycare, where I start to shut the fuck up. The kids are sleeping. I gave them all some sedatives like, fuck it, it's the weekend. Man, that immediate, like I thought of those first 4 bars in my head while I was driving the kid home, and then immediately got home and I pulled out my notepad and I turned on the beat, started writing. I had that 16 written in like maybe 20 minutes.
Dope.
And I'm pretty sure you sent it over to us. You sent over the recording and said, well, this is the song, and I'm closing out the verses. You're like, I'm closing verse on this song.
This was and I don't do that too regularly where I like demand placement on a song. Like I'm a lot of times
none of us really do.
No, unless
it'll be something that we're like adamant of, like we're like, this song I need to close out, or this one I want to open up.
Man, thank you, Cutface. So are you, dog.
We love you, Cutface.
Appreciate you.
Are we able to like? Can we send him the link to join us for 10 minutes?
Yo,
or something?
you want to get on?
That,
dog?
If you want, dog. If you don't, no pressure at all. But like, you're a vital. You're a vital part of this project, and if you're down to jump on with us for a few or the rest, it would
discuss these last couple tracks. Yeah.
No, I'm sending it to him right now.
But I mean, is there
don't feel obligated, dog.
Dreams?
If you're doing anything else, it's all good. We got nothing but love.
Yeah, no, it's all love.
I wouldn't jump on.
He said, I thought he was going to say I wrote the first 4 bars while pooping. Dog, do you have any idea how many bars I've written while pooping?
So many bars. Shit. Yo.
It was like, there.
No, but that was one of those that I like right when I wrote it, I immediately knew, like Cotton just said, I was like, I've got to be the last track, the last verse on that track. It's got to happen that way. Love Sweet Dreams. One of my favorite songs. Fantastic.
It's a serious sounding song, but then it's not like a serious emotional song.
No,
but it seems like it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
And if you listen to our lyrics, it's mostly just fucking us being
dick and fart
goofy
jokes.
and funny. Yeah, dick and fart jokes.
So yeah, that's
what is it? What does it lead into?
Number 10.
Here we go. Your Thoughts.
The second to last song recorded for this album.
So Your Thoughts. This song I was worried about.
This would be the best one for KF to get on the fucking screen for sure.
Yeah.
Tell us, Jay.
So I was worried about this song not worried about anything more than I loved it, but I didn't know if this one and what's the other one? All I Got Left. Like I didn't know if we were like gonna have too many serious songs, or like, because Big Dirty Cotton's like we're all hype and like we're party.
Yeah.
And I was worried that we had like too many songs.
We always have like 3 or 4 songs that are like chill, fucking kind of dark.
Well, I know, but like I was worried, and then but again, just like Throne Hunting in the last few days, I've been listening to it all the way through. We could have had 2 more, and I wouldn't have cared. Like, they totally work. They totally fit. They're dope as fuck. They sound good. And then it goes right back into bangers after this to like get you back. Not right back in, but we're getting close to the end. But like it comes back for a minute. So yeah, super dope, man. Super dope. I love this track for sure.
Loved it. This was a hot J Dirty hook that came through. Fucking love that. Hold on.
I don't want to get away from that real quick before we get beyond J Dirty's hook. Like Jay put together a quick version of the hook that he sent to us, and he's like, I don't know if I like this. This is just might be a placeholder. You know what I mean? Like this might be something until we decide that it's something else.
Yeah.
We sent this over to Cutface. and
we said, let's see what he does if he can make it dope.
We told him what I don't want to say we told him what the goal of the record was. He's been with us since the very first minute of the record. So like, he knows what we're doing, but he took what Jay put on the layer of the hook and turned it into this with like the echo and the fucking, and
he made it sound like
layer.
I can sing. I like it. He did a good job.
I love it. I love it.
He made
so
me
much.
sound way fucking better than I sent him.
All I've got is fresh. Love the chorus. Thanks, man. Hell yeah.
That's what's up, man. So yeah, Cutface murdered it. He schooled it. It's the only real, I think, BDC song with even remote what I call singing at all. I don't think we've ever had anything like that. So I like the fact that it changes up the vibe of everything else for that hook.
It really does.
It's the most different hook we've ever done, is what I'm trying to say.
I agree. Yeah. And I think it brings a different level to
it. It really ties the record together.
It really does tie the record together.
Oh,
and
hey,
this was either the second to last
obviously,
song or the last
you're
song
not
a
rapper. We got Cutface on the line.
We got a special guest here in the house.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Welcome to the show, man. Cutface.
The unofficial fourth member of the Big Dirty Cotton.
Hey, can you turn your phone sideways, dog? So we can see you a little better? There you go.
There you go.
Hey.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, we can hear you beautiful, man. And thanks to you, everybody can hear us.
What's going on?
Dog. Welcome to the show, Cutface. Bro,
I don't know if you heard the first 10 minutes of the show or so, but we definitely we're letting the folks know that you are the unofficial fourth member of the Big Dirty Cotton. And without you, this album doesn't sound the way that it sounds. So
no, I came in about like 24 minutes into it, but no, I've heard my name thrown around a few times, so I fucking appreciate it, y'all.
Man,
I appreciate you, bro.
I haven't got to talk to your face, dog, since we've started. Like our connection, we've known you for 15 years, doing all
decades easily,
through everything and whatnot. I think you came up and did an interview on the Juggalo show, my college radio show.
Yeah, in Gunnison.
In like 2004 or something. Wow. So just point being, we've got a history, but we never really worked together until you put out like a weed record last year.
Oh, yeah, that shit 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Compilation.
Yeah, you hit me up, say, hey, you want to do like 2 or 3 or 4 songs, whatever we did. I don't even remember. I'm like, yeah. You want to like trade me a beat or something? And then from there, Trox and I did a Father's Day song for our kids, and you implemented that. You made the track for us. You made the beat.
Oh, that shit was fun, man.
That shit was crazy fun.
That was like the first thing that got us kind of like.
That's what I'm saying. That's
like got
we
brothers
started
and BDC
really kind of
involved with
around.
you. You've done everything for us since then. For sure. Man.
I appreciate the work. It's fucking fun though. You guys got some skills, so like, it's like you guys always like surprise me when you tell me shit. I'm like, I'm fucking jumping on this shit right away, you know.
And that's also. I want to say 2 more things on that. Just that I could see your face, man, and then you could see us, and how much we appreciate your involvement in what we're doing, because Otis is our homie, and Paul Prey and everybody that's done shit for us. But man, we send Cutface, y'all. We send this guy a session, and like it is like 2 hours later sometimes. Like we would send people a session and be like, "Hey, we got it in 10 days." He must have been bored.
Cutface, I'm bored a lot.
Cutface is back before your noodles are done cooking. You know what I mean? Even if you eat that shit out,
and that is not an exaggeration, dog.
I know.
I couldn't be happier about the way that we work together and the shit that you turn around for our team, man. Like, fuck yeah, man. So much fucking love to you.
And literally
everything. I appreciate it, y'all. Shit.
The Brothers projects, Big Dirty Cotton. Every time I've done maybe 5 or 6 features with people, and I send them to Cutface, and he makes them sound dope, and I send them back off to the people. Like,
and those are the easy ones, man, because it's only one verse I gotta.
Yeah, no, I know. and I'm just like, God damn it, man! I sent him like a 3, and he sent me back a 9.5. Like, this is so goddamn dope. So Yeah, man. I'm glad you joined us. It's dope as fuck because you are part of our group as far as our sound goes.
Hell yeah, man! I try to catch you guys' shit, but I always end up fucking just missing and just watching the reposted version and shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, dude,
It's like rare that I get to catch you guys live and shit. So, but then I seen this, I'm like, fuck, I'm already half an hour late. They're probably already done and shit. And
hell no, man!
We're still up and running shit.
We still got a couple tracks left.
We're going through the whole record. We just finished. We just finished what we thought about Your Thoughts, the song on our verses. But can you tell the audience a little bit about your involvement on the hook and how you took what we sent you and turned it into what it was?
Yeah. So when Big Truck sent me the track, I was he's like, hey, Jay's got something for the verse. It's a little different. It's like he's gonna try something new. We just want to see what you're gonna do with it.
I'm singing. I mean, just because I don't know how to do it, Trox, why you gotta make me sound like an asshole?
But so yeah, when he said it, and I heard it, and I was like, oh, this is dope. And with the beat and what you were saying, I'm like, oh, that's fresh. And what I did was I've been fucking with this thing called New Tune, or some people know it as Melodyne, but it's kind of like a manual. It's a manual auto tune kind of. You know what I mean? It's like. It doesn't automatically get your voice and put on auto-tune, so it don't sound digital, but I can go into your vocals and see where like tones you're at, what notes you're hitting. And if you're slightly off, I could just push it up or, fix it and shit. And that's kind of what I did.
I bet.
You said it 4 times.
I bet.
Because I was.
But if you listen to the original track,
I know my voice, dog. I bet you did that.
I got it back. I'm like, we're gonna keep it. I was ready to scrap that shit.
If you listen to it the 4 times you say it, dude, like every time you say it, you kind of feel like you're getting tired of fucking saying it, and so you're like, are you even gonna listen? The first 2 were pretty dope, and then the second 2 were kind of like, oh, I'm fucking getting tired of yelling this shit. That's what it felt like, man.
I'm like, Trox is gonna hate this.
So all I did was took the first 2 of the 2 recordings, did that little shit, and then like kind of mixed them together, and then did some, did all the echo reverb shit, Man, no, that track came out. That's probably one of my favorite tracks on the album right there. Because that hook alone, dude, just like it's like all with the beat. How it's kind of like got like all mystical and shit, and then that singing, I had to do some echoing, and then fucking even bringing that echo in at the beginning of the track too.
Yeah, that's the hook that like when I first heard Jay's version that he sent over, I was like, I don't know that this is gonna work. I don't know that it's gonna fit, right? Yeah. And then I sent it to you.
Jay.
No, it's right. Like I'm not saying anything.
Neither did I, bro.
Like, I'm not saying like, hey, like.
Yeah.
Like the team doesn't even know about this yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then as soon as you send it back, I'm walking around with my headphones on. Are you even gonna listen?
I know.
Like it immediately fucking hit me. And I like my 3rd time hearing the song, I was like, it's over. Like that's the hook. That's it.
I heard it. I was so turgid. I was like, this shit is baller.
Fucking
that shit came out though. Good.
Yeah, man. So mad love on that. So we have got only 2 songs left on this opus of a record. Copious Notes, Big Dirty Cotton, and Cut Face come together and brought to you this dope ass record. So our track 11, Trox, is.
Check that out. Oh, it's nice.
This is our song called Fuck Satan. We threw out the book on this one. So I got a note on this one that it's funny that we got Cut Face on for it. This is one of the hooks that I layered that we were talking about earlier, so it would sound like I was on the hook with Trox. And when I got it back, I was like, it's a pretty good production note. I like that he made it sound like this was my hook that Trox was hyping, because all of a sudden I felt bad. I was like, man, I'm so loud and Trox was so quiet, and on the other one it was reversed. But no, I'm just trying to say. But then on headphones, we mixed beautifully.
Yeah, I was trying to make you guys evened out,
Well, no, but on my phone I didn't hear it, and then literally when I put it in, I was like, oh my god, like this is beautiful. Like this record needs to be heard on headphones or loudspeakers, not your phone. At least the first time, not your phone.
Some dope ass headphones too, bro.
Yeah, it's playing off my phone now because It's playing on my phone now because we've heard it 97 times.
And no, I get that. I'm just trying to say, Cutface, like, if for y'all that are listening for the first time.
Yeah, what up, Crown Royce? Fucking
try to listen to it on dope speakers or good headphones, because we layered our shit, but Cutface, you intermingled shit, you weaved it in so dope and so nicely that if you hear it properly, you can hear all that little shit you did, and I love it, dog.
I appreciate it, man.
No, we appreciate it because you made us sound dope.
And,
shit.
And the other thing that I want to say about what you did on this song specifically was JC's verse, Jokasi. It was definitely a different recording than what we had for the rest of us, right? Like it was. I don't want to say it wasn't like it was better or worse than what we.
It sounded like he already had some work done to it. You know what I mean? Like, with some reverb and like everything. So I had to sit there and like I did you guys' first, and then when it came to his, I had to kind of manipulate it and then go back to you guys and judge back and forth until I got him to sound as close as possible. You know what I mean? Because obviously everybody's got different mics too. Like mics are a big deal. So like some people's got like more expensive mics that just more clarity, and some got like just other mics that bring the quality in, bro. You know, like way different and shit. So
yeah,
I'll tell you guys, all three of you, four of us. When I got it back, lyrically and skill wise, JC killed it. I loved his verse.
Love that.
I was terrified that we were gonna have to write him and tell him we can't use it.
You got to re-record, dog.
Like,
no, I heard the original version. I was like, that doesn't match what we're doing on this.
You
album.
remember that original story? This is like an old Juggalo story, but like Cutface and Trox might remember this. But that Master P verse on Twisted's thing, Sex, Drugs, Money, and Murder, I think, or one of those. He was supposed to be on Independence Day, but they're like, he sent us back like this. It was already mixed. It didn't sound right. It didn't fit. And when I first heard it, I was like, fuck, man, this is our Master P verse. It's super dope, but I don't think it's going to be able to fit. And we got it back. I'm like, God damn, Cutface, man. Like, I can't even barely tell that it sounded different at all.
I can't.
When he sent it back to us. And I was afraid we were going to tell him we're not using it. I was so afraid to tell someone because I've never done that except for a verse that already existed. And I'm sorry, X. But like, I thought we were going to have to not use it, and you schooled it, so thank you, dog. Mad love.
No problem, man.
I kissed your ass the whole time you're on because of you, our record sounds so dope, dog.
Nah, it's all good, though. Good shit, though, man.
Yeah.
I was fucking fresh, though, bro. Like, all together, every track is just fucking banging, bro.
Fuck yeah, dog. I agree.
You got all killed that shit.
So it's cool to hear you say it. So,
dope.
Yeah.
Does that bring us out to the closer?
Last sentence. Yeah, I was gonna say we're getting to the end.
Last sentence that takes us to the end. Last sentence is great. Big ups to Joe.
I don't even want to talk about any of it.
No, I mean Jay's verse. Jay, do you want to talk about your verse, or do you want to?
I was just gonna say, this song was the only one that this was the only one that got personal, and because it's the only one that needed to. The rest were jokey. The rest were jokey and dick and fart jokes. And this one was more like, fuck you, Dad.
I'm sorry for my brothers.
Yeah. I love my brothers.
Jay's verse on last sentence, I think, is the most serious thing on the entire record. For sure. I think it's the one thing on the record that like hits us all like, oh fuck, that's
man, I hope he raps about being an alcoholic that shaves his dick on the next song.
Yeah, but at the same time, to me, that's my favorite shit because I've been knowing Jay Dirty for more than fucking like 90% of my life. That's an exaggeration,
right?
But we're
bad at fractions. But I'll tell you one quick thing about that. That track starts out the exact same like bring that noise that comes on as the Graham song, and I kept fucking with me why that song kept hitting me so weird. If you listen to both, the first 2 seconds are the exact same start. It's weird as shit. It's weird, and that was like one of the last times I went personal on a track. So it's just very strange, like that personal on a track. So yeah, it was dope as fuck though. So that's last sentence, which brings us
to the last fucking
last
song
song.
of the record. Who won? Hey, you know what? Let's let Cutface introduce the last song on the record, since he hasn't introduced any of the songs so far, and he's the fourth member of the band. Tell us all what the last song.
Cold one.
So yeah, Cracker Cold one, right?
Okay, I didn't know if you knew
Cracker
the
Cold
order.
one. Yeah, that one was
Poeta.
that one was a little difficult to mix the hook
Poeta.
because everything in the beat just fucking cut off. So it's just kind of like you don't want that the hook to be too fucking loud when everything just kind of quiet and shit, you know. So, but when you guys sent back that extra layers and shit, that kind of helped fill it up. So
nice.
That second layer shit you guys sent helped fix that.
And I've honestly, I've thought about this one. Like, man, we probably should have done like more on the hook, like more excitement.
I don't know though. Like as I listened to it, I agreed with you 3 weeks ago, but then after I listened to it like 6, 7, 8 times, I'm like, no, I don't want anything more on the hook. Like the hook is perfect.
I don't either because it's perfect. But like if I had thought about it and the record was coming out on May 1st, I probably would have gotten in an argument over text messages with you guys about we should add some shit and flip the shield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Most
man.
definitely.
So the concept of Crack a Cold One. You want me to tell a story or do you want to, Trox?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So my obsession with odd numbers, with even numbers, has crept into the Big Dirty Cotton world. So on the first all 3 inputs, I was rather insistent because I get like that, that we have 10 tracks. Because even numbers are the shit. Well, at the very end of all 3 inputs, with the 10th beat, we've discussed this on some shows in the past, didn't work. It never ended up being a song, so it came out with 9 tracks, which was whack as fuck, and I didn't even realize it for a long time, which was even weirder. But we put it out, and we were talking about this one finalizing Copious Notes. And we said, yeah, the last one had 10. This has to have 10. And I think Cotton was like, the last one had 9. Being his little pulled back bitch ass era.
He's like, hey, we're in the pullback era, and the last record had 9, motherfucker.
It did.
He said it like his roommate fucking glazed his chin. Whatever. What I'm trying to say is, and he was like, I was like, no, it didn't. No, it didn't. No way. And I was, because right before that cut face, I was like, it has to be the same. Consistency is key. We have to be consistent. He's like, it had 9. I was like, we're not doing that. We already have 10. Fuck that. So then 9. I said to these guys, what if we make it 12 so that we have a total of 21 and we can make a drinking song because that's what you do on your 21st birthday is you drink. So that's how Crack a Cold One, our drinking anthem, became track 12 because it's the 21st official released on record.
I was wondering why that was the end of your fucking verse. I was like, what the fuck? We're turning 21? Like,
he's like, bitch, you're
like 60
40
years old, bro?
Yeah, I know. You got kids since you were 21. What are you talking about?
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's why I said that on there too. That was all in reference to like Big Dirty Cotton turned 21 on record on this track.
That's fresh, man.
So it's so many deep cuts, but that's what that was about. And that's why we have 12 tracks on Copious Notes.
Yeah.
That
is actually why we have 12. Your thoughts and Crack a Cold One were both the last 2 songs added for the exact reason that Jay just broke down.
Yeah.
Tracks.
And they both came in this bit. We talked about them right here while they were in Denver for the A&B show. Or should I say the first Big Dirty Cotton show?
Yeah, that weren't no A&B show. That was Big Dirty Cotton show.
The concept happened that night, and we got them knocked out, sent to you, and it's April 1st. It might even be April 2nd in some places, but April 1st.
Hell yeah.
And we are live, Big Dirty Cotton, y'all. This has been the online release party because
my god.
And you know what?
A record.
And this plays it out.
And yeah, the way that this plays it out is fucking perfect. And not only that, it is perfect to repeat the album with.
Exactly.
With the way that this plays out.
Exactly.
With the way that this album sort of skipping out plays. And then if you go back to the beginning of the record with the TikTok going before the alarm goes off, it sounds perfect mixed right together. I mean, yeah.
fucking perfect.
You
Yeah,
can fucking
the
start
way
it off and then start it
Cutface,
again. You know what I'm
that
saying?
it ends with the record, just you hear the vinyl spinning, and then it immediately goes back into the intro. For those of us, like I know for me, for most of my life, most records when I play them, they start right back over again. You know, I listen to records over and over and over and over again, and I never listen to like tracks. I listen to records, and so like with this record, it felt like that. Like it ended, and the vinyl spun out, and then it immediately goes back into the record. And I'm like, that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
And Cutface, we didn't get a chance. You weren't on with us, and if you joined us late, like you said, which is all gravy. We talked about your intro work, what you did, because the concept the alarm clock and the crash
the alarm clock.
Because the concept I had was dope, but it didn't sound right, and then my computer just shit the bed and died, and I couldn't fucking implement anything. And Trax was like, do we just ask him to see the best he can do, like with our idea? And we're like, yeah, let's see what happens. Man, I shouldn't have ever even tried, because what you sent back was so dope. It sounded perfect. And yeah, mad props, dogs.
Well, shit, once I got my hands on all those fucking samples, bro, I was able to pick out a bunch of shit and make it like, dude, I have like 4 different fucking pounds in there and all kinds of like different shit just to make it seem more realistic. You know what I mean?
Well, no, you did it great, man. Like it was so baller. Fantastic, and the way we made it so like your last smash of whatever you're hitting starts to beat. It's fucking.
It's time to kick it off, my man Jay Dirt.
Yeah, that shit came out pretty big. That's a dope ass intro, man. Dope ass track to start an album too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's killer as fuck, man. So yeah,
you know what? We've gone now an hour and 40 minutes just talking about our new record, which is double the runtime of the record. So I think we should probably
said it all.
We've said it all. We've said too much.
We've said too much.
Wrap this motherfucker up.
No, you know everybody love this shit, dude. Everybody love to hear you guys tell the story about the album. So
fuck yeah, man.
There's shit that I didn't know about it. So
that's why they tuned in, right? That's why.
Yeah, there was a bunch of shit. I'm like, oh, that's dope. Like you guys talking about the tracks, and you know, you guys already had all these plans before I even got involved. So like, it's just dope to hear these little stories about each track. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Well, I want you to know you're a part of every story, dog. Like straight up. I can't stress enough how much we appreciate your involvement in everything we've done in the last 2 years, because you literally have been the 4th member of the Scrub Hop shit. So mad love, mad props to Cutface. What do you got coming up next, man? I want to give you a second to plug yourself.
Shit, man. I don't really have anything coming up, but I'm always working.
All right,
bro.
so that was anyway.
That was Cutface.
I'm just kidding. Take your time, bro. Take your time.
No, I mean, I'm always working on projects, bro. You know, I've been making beats for fucking years, dog, like 20 plus years, but I'm starting to get into like fucking movie scores and shit, dog, like orchestra and symphony type music and shit. And like, I got an instrumental album coming out. I got a horror movie score type album coming out, and then I'm trying to work on a few projects which I've already talked to you guys about. And I'm just trying to, like, dude, I got fucking hundreds of beats I'm just trying to fucking get rid of, bro, and trying to collab and shit, you know what I'm saying?
So dope, dog.
I don't have anything specifically coming out or set to a date yet, but I got multiple projects I'm working on.
No, man, the next BDC project is BDC and Cutface, and you already know about it.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you exactly yet, y'all.
We're not telling the folks, but
it's going to be hot.
Cutface
we've talked to the man,
idea, and
it's happening.
Well, no, honestly, I'm not going to give details, but we have 2 things planned with Cutface.
We have a couple things in the
yeah. So Cutface and Scrub Hop are synonymous, y'all. We are definitely coming back with some dope shit. Just know it's going to be fire. We don't want to tell you yet. One of them's coming sooner, I think. Well, obviously way sooner than the other, but yeah, we got brand new shit coming, collabing with this guy right here. And the record we did, dog, where can they get that? Because I know that's also available somewhere. Right?
You get actually on my website, dog. It's hecticaudio.com. Hectic is spelled with the first C is actually a K. So it's
spell it out.
Oh no, second C. So
You don't even know. You gotta spell it.
It's HECTIK audio. AOH. I'm a horrible speller myself, bro. So it's hecticaudio.com, bro.
We'll throw the link
Just
in the description to this.
Type in
Yeah.
a bunch of fucking consonants and vowels, and you're gonna get there.
Hit
Yeah,
the
I'll
bottom
fucking
of this description of this video, and we'll
Yeah,
have
hold
it
on.
up there for sure.
I'll put it in the fucking comments right now.
Yeah,
There you
yeah, just
go.
so we
It's in the
have it for
comments.
sure. So hecticaudio.com, you could peep out the record that me and Cutface did. We got like multiple jams on. I don't even remember, but
Fuck yeah.
all sorts of dope shit. So man, we could not appreciate you guys
BDC
more.
with the BTS.
You're
That's
goddamn right, man. I love BTS.
We've been here.
That's
Hell
right.
yeah, man. Everybody that has joined
Shitheads
us
feeling the
tonight.
scrub hop flavor. That's what
Appreciate
I'm
you guys. Copious Notes, April 1st.
Yeah, man.
Jesus
Copious
Christ.
Notes, guys. Like
We're fucking
fucking,
out
we
It
here.
did
wasn't a
it.
joke.
We're
We
here.
told you we weren't kidding.
We're
It's
here,
out.
and
Copious Notes.
The last thing I wanted to say is that the last time we did one of these new album live streams was right before we started Scrub Hop Talk. We're now on episode 86 of Scrub Hop Talk. So
Anything's possible.
like yeah, for real. Like we're doing this, man. You know, people we're doing this
You're
more
like
than
Champ
you,
the dog
man.
got home all the way.
I
at
love
the end of the
I
movie.
love how much you like that.
I don't know if I liked it. I was like, what do
You
I
did.
say?
You did.
Yeah. So like Trox said, man, it's here. Copious Notes, Big Dirty Cotton, Cut Face. We're
We
here,
love
motherfuckers. The album's out. Share it with your friends. Please, please, please. If you want to own it, scrubhop.com. It's available right now on CD and vinyl for all you vinyl heads. Man, I don't even know. I'd love to do a tape, but it's not out yet. You could Patreon. You can check us out every single week right here on twitch.com or twitch.tv/scrubhop.
and we're gonna
Talk.
see you guys again on Sunday.
I was gonna say we're
we'll be
gonna be
back on
back
Sunday.
on this Sunday, just 2 more days from now, with a brand new full-length episode of Scrub Hop Talk. Y'all, we appreciate
You know
the
what?
fuck out of you.
And if you don't make it on Sunday,
Rest in peace, everybody. Rest in peace. We miss you already. Okay.
Everybody that dies sucks. Yeah, we love the
Anyone
fuck
that
out of
dies
you guys.
sucks.
There you go. All right, Cutface
Thank you.
Dog, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Oh,
And
yeah.
thank you so
Yo,
much
bro.
for like
Appreciate it.
killing our record,
Inviting me.
dog.
Appreciate the invite. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Hey,
very
and
welcome.
next time you guys show up,
Come pull up, have that same energy.
Your
Bring it-
fire's
bring it
on
with you.
fire. All right,
Bring it
y'all. We
with
love
you.
you guys. We'll see you on Sunday right here. Peace out, y'all. Scrub Hop
Later,
Talk.
guys.